Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. The linebacker shifting around now. And the single back takes the handoff. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Play action here on first down. Rolling to his left outside the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. You set it down to the offense. First and 10.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Wolverines line up on first and 10 now. Looking downfield, it's Davis. Throws it to the right. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. This one will be fair caught. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Look him out throwing here to start the drive. Pulls it in. It's Tate. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
First down, looking to throw the football. Caught on the outside, it's Henderson.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense getting set, it's second down. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he's tackled after the catch.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
To throw, it's Howard. And he'll lost it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Hit as he threw. He's going deep here. And that ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. So the offense chooses to decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of that play will stand. First down here for this offense. And there's the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Davis. He's running out of time here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. The Wolverines looking to run some tempo here. Linebacker shifting around now. The pocket breaking down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Fair catch made at the 15-yard line. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Not much on that play, brought down short.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's an out route, the catch made, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up the first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Henderson. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And looking to throw now on first down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot right here. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. They're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Judkins. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense facing second and goal. Trying to find some room. It's Judkins. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a third and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on third and goal.
They've been stopped on third down twice in the red zone already. Can they find the end zone this time? On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. And the Wolverines come to the line to run the hurry-up. And the tailback's got it again. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. The offense going with the hurry-up.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hoare. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, don't I have that feeling that which quarterback's going to have the ball last is going to be the offense and the guy that has a chance to win this game? Maybe going back and forth all game.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking to pass. It's Howard. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And now the try here for the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Davis. Buying time. Moving to his left. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
Here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn in the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
To throw, it's Howard. Looking for a deep completion. Catch made down inside the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. When they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. The PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Stewart. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. He's escaping the pocket now. Looks like he's going to run it. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Ball handed off. Breaking free at the 35. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Back to throw. It's Davis. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch made inside the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. Still no answer for this offense.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
See if they can convert the point after. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. State offense comes back onto the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. The sure hands. It's Scott. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The gain moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
He's back to throw again on second down. Running back has it on a screen now. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Looking downfield. It's Howard. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Strong game by this quarterback. Lining up to try the extra point. P.T. is good, so they're up by a touchdown, 35-28. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Backed up this close to their end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. On first down, it's play action. Now rolling out to his left. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. This offense is still clicking.
Well, you talk about a dream performance by this guy. That's his 4th receiving touchdown of this game. We knew he'd have chances to make plays, but I don't think anybody expected 4 touchdowns.
Now the try here for the extra point. And there's the point after. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Breaking free at the 35. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Most offensive coaches, they're going to be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man. And I'm curious to see if they're going to test this defensive back again because of the excellent coverage he's having out there.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dropping back, it's Howard. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first. keep this drive moving.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's incomplete. They took a shot there. What will be the final play of the quarter. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it deep to begin the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. Look for a first down at the 37.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense. game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Takes the handoff again. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. And the Wolverines will crank up the tempo. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
The offense will go for it on this fourth down near midfield. To throw, it's Davis. Hit just as he throws the ball, and it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Judkins. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Buckeyes looking to take advantage of the red zone trip here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback drops back. Looking to scramble. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Launching one to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they will claim the second half lead. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now. Set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounced back here. Airing this one out toward the sideline. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Touchdown, Michigan. Still no answer for this offensive machine. And now they'll set up for the point after. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. On the run, he'll let it go. And he's got his man open downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Oh, it's a reverse. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands, I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
Will he score here? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This is such a well-designed play here, Lewis. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. There was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. Running through the tackle. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. The Wolverines will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Scanning the field, it's Davis. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And it's caught inside the 10. Tackle at the 5-yard line. Now it's first and goal right there.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
The Wolverines will line up now. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Second down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. Touchdown, Wolverines. This offense really clicking. Quarterback doesn't see anybody open. Kirk says, no, I'll just do this myself.
How about this? What a luxury. Anytime you can make something happen, even when all the receivers are covered, everything's taken away, you take it yourself. And good luck to the defense trying to stop that.
The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. On the run, it's Judkins. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Second down play coming up. Scanning the field. It's Howard. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Not the accuracy we expect from this senior quarterback. He threw it behind the receiver. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. Tie ball game, late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? But again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration. If you're able to break through the middle of that offensive line, and you can create a lot of havoc in the middle.
Looking to pass here on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. And the Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's moving out of the pocket. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or 2.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
So a tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On first and 10, looking to throw. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. Eventually, that's going to cost you.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Dropping back, it's Howard. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. His arm might be sore after this performance. That's more than 450 passing yards now.
You think his arm's tired? Man, look at that defense.
Yeah, put them in the ice bath, get them some oxygen. It's been a tough day.
Man, they have been confused this entire day. Quarterback's just firing away, and this defense cannot slow him down. Right now, this quarterback is just dicing him up.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. And I love that big target on third down. He's got great athletic ability, but it's his size that creates such a matchup advantage. When you get to third down, just put it up in the air and let him come down with it.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. 2nd down and goal. Here's a handoff testing the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Now
it's blocked. They scoop it up.
Well, we're in the 4th quarter. The offense has the ball in the red zone, looking to maybe put this game away, and they turn the ball over, giving their opponent some life.
So after the late score, they'll kick it off and hope the defense can hold up, reserve this lead. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Michigan offense back out on the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Back to pass. It's Davis. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. And the pass caught inside the 15. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Chris, that ball's tipped up into the air, and it's anybody's football. The defense, first of all, does a great job of anticipating a throw down in the red zone, and they're in great position to knock that ball up. But it was exciting to see, would anybody come up with it once it was in the air?
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Got space looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Michigan. This offense cannot be stopped.
What a comeback by this offense to give them the lead with under 30 seconds to go. An extra point away from taking the lead.
So the game is tied. Here comes a massive extra point attempt. The kick is up and good. They've got the lead now in the final seconds. Can the defense hang on? Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with. Will they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set it for a field? Here's a shot toward the right sideline. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, that was beautiful. And this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Looking to throw. It's Howard. Defense is coming after him. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, just a really heads-up play by this receiver. Yeah, he maybe could have fought to get the first down, but I love the fact he got out of bounds. You save your timeouts, you stop the clock, the offense has a chance to regroup, and now you're in striking distance to get the right play called at the right time.
It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Offense will need some big plays to get into field goal range. The clock, a huge factor here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
Chris, this is it. Last shot here. Let's see if anybody can come up with a miracle play.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The ball is picked off.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.